Well, good afternoon, and it is a warm afternoon here in Darwin in the Northern Territory. There's a lovely breeze coming in from the south-southeast, and it will be some relief to the players. Two teams come to this game in winning form. They are Hellenic taking on, Mindle come to this game in winning form. Hellenic come to this game with a rare defeat against the Yappers last weekend, so they'll be out to rectify that. But Mindle were really impressive. They found their feet. They had a really entertaining second half, which gave them that win. So we look to see if that momentum continues into this match today. So this is Women's Premier League. It is round 4 here in Darwin, and we will feature Mindle in their traditional yellow and black up against Hellenic this afternoon. My name is Bruce Stalter. Thank you for joining us for what will be an entertaining game of football here in the top end of Australia on an afternoon where we still have around 30, 32 degrees, plenty of bite in that sunshine if you're out there in it. But as it drifts in behind us, we'll get one of those most spectacular sunsets as only the Northern Territory can produce. So sit back, won't be long, and we'll be back with this game where we'll see two young teams take on and see if they can get an advantage in the first half. We wish both coaches. Well, welcome Saturday afternoon. Beautiful afternoon. The sun's sort of drifting off in the back here of the western sky, which is behind us here in the grandstand. I've got Alex Fulton with me, joining in commentary on a game that features Mindle Aces in their traditional black and yellow strips with the black socks, with the two strips at the top, except for one player. It looks like either have got the different socks on and hasn't got that double yellow at the top. And they're up against, of course, the traditional blue and white of Hellenic, who, as I said, coming off a rare loss in the pre-game, where they lost the Yappers on the weekend. So, Alex, coming into a team off into a game off a loss, you can say they'll be determined and focused.
Oh, yeah, they'll be out to win today. Not that they aren't every week, but they'll have even more impetus to get out there and show everyone what they can do. Yeah, it'd be an interesting game. I think 3rd versus 4th.
Yep.
And looks like Matilda Carter's in goal. So, be interesting to see. She normally plays outfield. Yeah,
Jill of all trades. She'll do anything for her club. She's fantastic for play anywhere. They're in goal. And we did note in the warm-up that Mindle's down to only 12 players today for a number of reasons. It is a long weekend here in Darwin. We have May Day on Monday. Unlike most of the country, there is a public holiday on Monday here in the Northern Territory. And, of course, it's a special week where we mark also Greek Easter. So a lot of players that have been fasting or have been at religious services yesterday and today. And, of course, tomorrow they get to eat lots.
Yeah.
And they go around the harbour, around the Arafura Sea outlets and really enjoy tomorrow.
I know, Mickey, our keeper's looking forward to a good feast. She's done well with her fasting.
Yeah, she's the goalkeeper for Casuarina and actually missed the game yesterday because of that.
Yeah, because of Holy Week and she went to church. So.
Yeah, she's a great kid, Nicolina. Right, but she's not out there today because we have Hellenic taking on Mindil, and the girl right there in the middle now with that ball is one of the youngest out there, and she just had such a great game in the second half, scored some goals, and that is Sophie Madaloza, number 5. Referee's looking at the whistle. And into the sun. Assistant referee's clearing the ball off the pitch, unfurling his flag. Referee checks both the ARs and we're underway. So, Alex, if you've only got one sub and you're Mindle and you got 90 minutes plus, what you don't want is an unforced unforced substitution.
Yeah, definitely don't want an early injury or anything happening to force that sub in the first half. You want to try and keep that sub for the sort of 70th minute when players are starting to tire.
Yep.
And of course, Hellenic have got a full bench, so they got an advantage there. But we know that Mindle fight to the end.
Yes.
They don't usually give up too easy, and they often, like they showed with Port, they went down to 10 players and they ended up winning that game. Yep. So definitely a team able to beat the odds.
Yeah, well put. And the odds are a little stacked against them today.
Yeah,
just,
definitely.
Empirically or mathematically they are, but that doesn't take in emotion, commitment and passion. So here they go. They're on a little run here. Ball's a nice little into play.
Nice
and Rachel Jawan scurries down the right side in full shade here at Larrakia Park in the grandstand side. Ball still with them. Madaloza with the ball, trying to find someone to go to, looking for that person and that player. Now she finds her. And that's a skip through to Madaloza, and she'll get it back as well. Now she's got an opportunity to put it through. Player comes back from an offside position, unfortunately, number 17 on that occasion. But well worked, trying to find a way through. And Lara Penning just overstepping the mark there, so it'll be pulled up by the assistant referee, and was. Joanna McCrillis on the ball now. That's Marinelle Juan. Back to Penny. Gemma Martin out there. And as you said, Alex, playing a different role this year with Sophia McCrillis out there, number 10.
Yeah, she's usually starting on the wider of the either left or right she's done, allowing Sophia to be in the middle and their main striker and sort of target girl.
On the ball then, just put it in the side netting. But yeah, you know, she's the golden boot winner. Golden boat winner. We'll give her a boat as well. But golden boot winner.
She scored a boatload of goals.
So. Thank you very much. Quite a few. But this year, I don't think she's got on the scorecard yet, or has she?
No, not yet, no.
Yeah. She's been assisting, I know that.
Yep.
Been very selfless.
And that just adds to a player's game, playing different positions and offering up something different for their team. Yeah,
that's a great point. Your new experiences, your new learnings make you a better player, more rounded player too.
That's right. She's only a young girl herself. I mean, probably by Darwin standards, 19 or something like that.
Yeah, she's
young in comparison to...
It's all over. But you're right, yeah. Very young. And we have a very... Median age is very young in our Women's Premier League, which is fantastic. There's the player we're talking about. Puts one across, trying to find Papadakis. Falls for that dangerous player. Now, as there's a shot early by a player that's having... I don't know if it's her first game in that position. That's Daphne Shalakis. She's playing up in the midfield.
Yeah, she's normally been in right or left back.
Yeah.
Left back for last few games, but
Peniris is in there tonight.
So yeah, giving her a chance to push forward and be in more attacking role.
And we spoke to her after the last game on midweek. I think I remember when the last time we spoke to her. She was a really composed for such a young person.
Yep.
Ridley. McWilliam, Tegan in there. It's lovely play and so well balanced as number 10, Sophie McCrillis. She lost her shin pad then.
Yeah, so carried on though.
Yep. Sort of collected in one movement. There's Ellie McCrillis, the cousin, moving forward. Referee waves it on.
Yeah, I think Hellenic fancy lots of shots on goal here, knowing that Matilda isn't the usual keeper. Yeah, they'll test her.
So down to Martin again, and Marielle Joanne's going to shepherd her and the ball out of play. So it'll be a throw in for the Blue and Whites. Jonah McCrillis will come up to take that. Pull it in from the Coleman sign. On the far side, the Northcrest scoreboard side here. Thank you to McDonald's for presenting this live streaming of this Women's Premier League match. It's round 4 and the second game of that round. And we'll bring the final game to you tomorrow around 5 o'clock here from Larrakia Park on a Sunday in Darwin. Oh, that's a dangerous ball. That just fell the right way. And there's a lovely shot. Opportunistic goal from a player that's getting a starting lineup opportunity today, and she's taken full advantage of that. Well done to...
Is that Mosca?
Yeah, it's Mosca Papadakis. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, good to see her start. And again, they tested Matilda there with a pretty far-out shot. It was dipping. She did well to parry it away, but Mosca was in there to pick up the scraps.
That's a really awkward ball to Matilda.
Yeah, it was. It was dipping. And
unless you know where your goal is, it can be really dangerous. To your point, she parried it over.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it wasn't over. It came back in the field of play where Mosca Papadakis did the rest. 1-0 scoreline.
I think even like a regular keeper would have struggled with that shot because it was dipping.
Yeah.
So
local time, about 6:15 here in Darwin, on the fading light of a lovely Saturday afternoon. Still around 26, 27 degrees. Breeze has dropped off a little. Humidity's there, as usual. Ball's gone out of play with the rattle of the grandstand fence. Perennis throws it in. Tegan McWilliam gets in and intercepts. Strong header from her, number 7. Throw in again from the same player. So Evie Penoris, now the goal scorer. Papadakis on a run. Puts an early ball across. Interception and play forward by the number 4. Trakillis gets in the way of that, but it still comes away in the direction of the Mindle attacking half, but it's now going to go back to Killis and puts a lovely ball through. But Cassie McWilliam will see to that. And the tall number 13 cleans up for Mindle. One down on the scoreboard all at the 7-minute mark. Plenty of time to get parity. So Joanna McCrillis makes the long trek to get this ball. Does so. Throw in now. Goes over the top trying to find either Martin or McCrillis Sophie, and finds neither, and this will be a return ball from one of the youngsters, and she's got the confidence to be able to take the corner as well. Good on her.
Yeah, is this Daff taking it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Chalakis on the ball. Up on her toes. Little dance, moves in, gets plenty of height. Dangerous ball, finds Martin's head. And Gemma couldn't bring it down or direct it into and towards the goal. But an opportunity for Hellenic. They've had all of those as this stage of the game. 8 minutes gone. To your point, Alex, the usual outfielder Matilda Carter in the goals.
Yeah, well, we've seen the last few games, Cassie McWilliams started in goal, and they've swapped at half-time with Garland.
Yeah.
So
no Hannah
maybe
today.
Sharing it around a bit.
Yeah.
With no actual designated keeper. But we know that both the McWilliams are solid in defence there, so that's obviously their game plan, and putting Soph up front gives them an option to play it out to her.
Yeah, on a counter if they can.
Because she's capable of holding it up. She's a strong girl, and she's got the skills.
So Julia Martin in there. Julia Martin, sorry. Now comes away for a player that impressed in the last time they played. That's Rhea Gray. So Joanne will leave that. Cassie McWilliam will take it. Strapped Daphne Chalakis comes forward for Hellenic. Now Cassie on the left boot. Got a lovely left kick
very nice left foot.
Look at that. Over the top of Julia Martin.
Yeah.
Over the top of Izzy Hill-Martin. And Kashikala, the keeper for Hellenic, puts the right boot to it and sends it downfield. Still in her half. And Marinelle Joanne on the ball. Got Martin in her back. Now she puts it through to Mataloza. That's cleaned up by number 16. Who's number 16, Alex?
That would be Jamie Ellis.
Yes, we go. We're just talking about...
trying to remember her name, weren't we, earlier?
For some reason, it just won't go where it should be and connect in the brain and remain there. But, yeah, she's come on as a sub in the last few games, but starting lineup today.
Yeah, of course, they had a midweek game as well, didn't they, in the Cup? So they may mixed up their starting lineup.
Yeah. Goal scorer. One turn, puts a lovely ball through, beats Marinelle Joanne, and now unleashes an opportunity for Gemma Martin, number 4. She puts the ball back in. Cassie McWilliam on this occasion clears it away with the side of her left boot. And it'll be a throw in as a result. Dangerous Sophia McCrillis just lurking around.
Yeah, you got to keep your eye on Sophia as a defender.
And it looks like the other twin, Tegan, has got that job, McWilliam.
Yep. And that's something we saw Yappers do last week, Bruce.
Yeah,
they
pretty effectively.
Put Jacinta on and man-marked her, and it was a really effective tactic. So,
but you have to do it for 90.
Yeah, that's right. And you sort of lose the attacking impetus of your player.
Yeah.
Because
right, Chalakis going to find Papadakis. Come on this occasion because Ridley gets in the way. And Ridley comes in for a second effort. Well done, Michaela. And unfortunately, he's gone over the goal line, but their efforts were well-meaning and deserve more, really.
Yeah, she was trying to stop the corner there, trying to get it out for just a throw, but unlucky there.
That's Michaela's dad passing by. In his car. Right. Comes in. Papadakis. Shot from Chalakis, and Matilda Carter again. Hand to the ball.
Yeah, that was good reflexes there from Matilda. Very good.
So her. First time in goal. Ball's coming at her at pace. Gets it up. Hits the crossbar, and then play goes to the far side, the Northcrest scoreboard side, where it'll be collected by Martin. She throws into Trachillis. Beats her. Macrillis beats her. Now Trachillis has it. Steph goes back to Joanna Macrillis, and she goes further back to Kilmartin. Nice work between Kilmartin and Trachillis. They tried to do it a third time, but that's been cleaned up by Penny.
Yeah, Mindle are going to have to do something about the middle of the park there. There's too much space for the Hellenic players.
Yep.
And they've got too many players back, and it's creating that gap between defence and attack.
So Zoe Courtney and Rhea Gray going to do most of that midfield work, I'd suggest, with the McWilliams sisters playing in that defensive 4. There's one there now, Cassie. Adelaide are trying to get involved. Ellis. Off Ellis, comes back in a convoluted way to Kilmartin, but they still have the ball, Hellenic. Captain there, Ellie McCrillos. Rhea Gray. Ellis, looking for the next window of opportunity. Looks like it's going to come down this left side if Papadakis can get and turn. Keeps the ball, but that's the one that's intercepted by Joanne. And now Rachel's on. Kilmartin puts on the accelerator and clears that up, but only as far as the sideline. So Michaela Ridley will come up with the throw, and it's the 14-minute mark. Thank you to McDonald's for this live streaming of the Women's Premier League match here at Darwin Football Stadium. It's Rhea Gray going across field. Referee saw nothing in that. Cassie McWilliam just glided across the pitch and made sure she cleared that away from the ever-present and ever-dangerous Sophia McCrillis.
That was a really good opportunity for Mindle there, because Jamie Ellis had pushed up front, the other centre-back, so they actually had 3-on-3. So, yeah, they had a really good opportunity there to make the equaliser, but Kilmartin was just too strong. Got to the ball first, and easy play out for her in the end. And given, they're a little bit against the odds, they need to take those opportunities, I would assume, Alex, as best they can. There's not often when you're 3-on-3 and ball at the feet. Yep. Opportune time to thank you to Ward Keller, the Territory Law Firm. They are a personal and business dispute resolution team. Ward Keller, the Territory Law Firm. If you need assistance in that area, it's 1-800-978-360. It's 1-800-978-360. 1-0 scoreline at the moment. That's 15 and a half minutes gone on the Northcrest scoreboard. Hellenic with the advantage. They're running from right to left. And that advantage is on the scoreboard as well. Here's a run. And Jamie takes the shot. And Matilda just does the natural outfield play, puts a boot to it and clears it away. There's a shot again from Papadakis. She'll put it over the crossbar. But that was so Matilda. If you just joined us for the first time, Matilda Carter's a very, very, very competent outfield player. One of the young talent come through and put a hand up to go on goals today. And she had great reflexes, as you saw then. But the boot got there before the hands. That's it, yeah. That's probably just the natural footballer in her. Absolutely. Plays a short ball to Tegan McWilliam. Goes back to... And that's a lovely pass there. Yeah, they did put Matilda under a bit of pressure there. Suicide pass, as we call it. But the talent got him through. And now there's a lovely ball. That's a great ball. Ellis is on the run, and we'll get there first. Go back to a keeper. Someone needs to go through. Adelaide needs to put pressure on, and does. Casacala's ball's going to come wide, and it'll be put out of play by Evie. Paneris.
Michaela Ridley with a throw over the top. Now Rachel Dewan has an opportunity to push forward, and she does. Sun slowly setting, lights coming on to partial effect. Rhea Gray going across, wins the ball for Sophie Madaloza, turns, puts it to Julia Martin, has a shot. And well played, Mindle. No threat to Kashakala, collected that ball easy and puts it downfield to Martin. Good stuff there from them.
Yeah,
Mindle
nice
Alex.
bit of footwork from Sophie in the middle there. She didn't just boot the ball, she played a nice ball to Julia. Fortunately, straight at Carla, but...
Sophia McCrillis puts one, trying to find Papadakis, but just see some of the talents that young kid has on that run in, then the turn inside, the way she loses the defenders. She can use both feet. And she would be, I would say, possibly the youngest out there. You just never know in the Women's Premier League. But I think she would be. If only by a matter of days. That's Courtney just lost it there from the captain from Hellenic getting in the way. Papadakis, goal scorer already. Good pressure from Ridley. Cleared away by Cassie McWilliam. Martin needs to defend against the captain, Ellie McCrillis, and she puts a ball across to her cousin Joanna, who's on the run. She'll go with Penny on her side, puts it across. No one on rushing onto that, no one making that a threat from that pass. A good work from Joanna. Coming in the right back position and moving forward. And we're down here at the Mindle end, and they'll just see it over the goal line and a restart. 19 minutes on the Northcrest scoreboard. We have a result, a goal, that's given us a 1-0 scoreline to Hellenic. Paneris puts one to one to Steph McCrillis. Steph Trakillis, sorry. But that's been pushed forward and to the advantage of Mindle. I think Rachel understands it's her throw in. Now she does. So Ridley will take that, and Michaela puts one over the top. Rhea Grayer. Now Sophie Madaloza goes back to Sophie. She turns. See, she's good on the ball. It goes back to Courtney. Now Madaloza collects it again. Tag teamed in a tackle. 3 on then. Needs some support. Cassie does it, pushes the ball forward. Kashakala comes out. But, effort after effort from the number 5, Sophie Madaloza for Mindle.
Yeah, she came back deep there to get the ball and just didn't really have any options to play it forward. Could only play it back.
Yeah. She's just looking for people to make a run or give her someone to pass to. Zoe Courtney in there with a intervention, but only as far as Hellenic again. So they're on the run again. Captain with the ball. Young Sophia McCrillis will turn on the right side. She still has the ball and she will take a shot. Unselfish, she puts it to Martin. Will Martin get her first? No, she won't.
Oh.
It's cleared away by a number of players.
Yeah.
Cassie McWilliam featured, and then the keeper. What'd you see, Alex?
Yeah, I'm very surprised that wasn't a goal then. I was expecting a shot from Sophia. I was quite surprised that she laid it off, actually, because she was in a good shooting opportunity.
Nice one from Ellis. Yeah. And then Martin had the shot.
And yeah, Matilda again did well.
Yep.
Got some.
And Hellenic offside there, coming from an offside position. Ball was bouncing around there. Matilda Carter, Cassie McWilliam all involved and successfully. No goal against them. 1-0 still the scoreline. Moska Papadakis, the goal scorer. For the blue and white side, they're running from right to left on your screen. Paneris wins it. Chalakis now has it. He pulls away from the Mindle defender, which was Courtney. Papadakis throws one to Ellis. Ellis will push wider. She's got Rhea Gray defending against her.
Yeah, Hellenic had too much time and space there, really.
They
They had so many options.
So Madaloza up against Kilmartin. Ellis in there. Now Julia Martin has it again, pushes it through, trying to find Madaloza. She goes in again. Comes away from a tackle, goes to ground. And Cassie McWilliam clears away to Joanna McCrillis, who's over in the right back position for Hellenic. So that back four is Joanna McCrillis. They've got Kilmartin, then Ellis, and then Paneris.
And they're pretty much sitting on the halfway line there. You've got the whole of Hellenic in Mindle's half.
Playing very much forward, aren't they, Alex?
Kilmartin is the sole defender. I wouldn't even bet against maybe Carla coming out later in the game.
Yeah. So as a coach and a team, you would have noticed the other technical area. You would have seen one player on the bench, you know, and you would have seen the different setup that Mindle's done. They all know each other in this town. There's 1 degree of separation.
Yeah, that's right.
Even less so in football.
And I think a lot of the young ones obviously all go to similar schools, schools, so they...
So Rachel Dewan on a chance here. Gets around.
Yeah, that's right. Well done by the ref there. She tried to play the advantage, but she's brought it back for the free kick.
Cassie McWilliam will come up to take that free kick. 24 minutes about to roll over in the Northcrest scoreboard. Thank you to McDonald's for this live streaming opportunity of the Women's Premier League here in Darwin. This is a round 4 match, and the ball is with the team Mindle, and they're running from left to right on your screens. This is Cassie McWilliam. Look at that. That's a lovely ball. And it took all of Kashakala's work to keep that from dripping in behind her. We often talk about her and Jackie Anion-Smith just taking shots from anywhere.
And I think she's already got a free kick this season.
She has.
Yeah, she's got a lovely left foot. And
that's a great ball.
Dipping nicely.
Wasn't it? Kashakala put both hands up to it and parried it over the goal and over the centre of their crossbar. So it'll be a restart for Mindle. Cassie staying back with a twin. Tegan. So we have Rachel Jawan, Sophie Madaloza, Penny on the far side, and Rhea Gray here. Now Martin goes into the middle. Pushed away by Kashakala. And as far as Sophie Madaloza was going to turn and shoot, had an opportunity to put the ball back in there and make it still dangerous. But Ellis comes out with 2 pieces of work for Hellenic. And now she'll come on the end of a Papadakis pass. The captain, Ellie McCullis, makes a run, but Tegan McWilliam's going to clean this up. At your point, Alex, if they can get this ball down here, they can't on this occasion. But with Ellis gone forward, there is a chance to outnumber them.
And that was really nice corner there, played in by Mindle. Really good ball in. Just unfortunately, no one got their head to it because Carla did come out and she was stretching.
So Rhea Gray, up she gets. A couple of ginger steps. Pulling up the shin pad. Throws her head back and moves forward. Not as freely as she would like. Cassie McWilliam goes over the top. Ball's got too much and will roll over the goal line. Idea was right. Unleash Rachel Jawan. Got pace. So, Alex, we've had 1 goal early, but since then I think Mindle's, to your point, as you noted, right from the get-go, are going to play a defensive setup.
Yep, I think they'll be happy to go in 1-0 at half-time. If they can. If they do a keeper swap and bring Matilda out, they'll be looking to push forward a bit more. And at the moment, they're playing it all down the right-hand side. I don't think I've even seen them try and play it out from the left-hand side. So just really need to switch that up because it does become predictable.
Yep. Nice work from Gray. Courtney with the ball down, trying to find Rachel Dewan. Into play between Paneris, Kilmartin, up to Trakillis. Ellis in there as well. This will fall for Ridley. And Michaela has an opportunity to go back. She gets that call but decides to go forward. Well, it'll come off Mindle's number 10. And Gray will move forward. Ball's gone their way. No, ref's seen it their way, so it'll come for Mindle. And Michaela Ridley plays it on. Ball still in play. Cassie McWilliam with a nice header. Ball puts through again.
Well won there.
No one was really up to
They're sort of
Tegan's
rushing
sensibility.
those balls forward. They've
Yep.
won it a couple of times, and they have actually had a bit of time to place it to players' feet, and it's just gone a little bit too far.
Let's just see if they can do something here. Martin, there's a 1-2, but it's going to run away. Picked up just inside the goal line by Kashikala. One bounce.
Yeah, promising couple of minutes play from Mindle there. They've strung together some good passing, so nice to see.
Penny jumping in there and pushing the ball wide under the Northcrest scoreboard sign on the "Diversity is our game" signage for Football Northern Territory, and it indeed is our game. Joanna McCrillis with the noise of the plover birds around the stadium.
My least favourite bird.
Yes, they are. They are the most unintelligent as well.
Yeah.
They would lay eggs on a runway in an airport.
Yep. Behind field 2, I think they've laid a few there
They
recently.
have. And because we don't have enough goannas because of the toads, their population is increasing dramatically around these urban areas. Goannas, of course, feed on their eggs. And they're not afraid to come and give you a swoop.
No, I have been swooped a couple of times.
Yeah, and unlike the Maggies who do it seasonally, these guys do it daily.
Yep.
Right, Joanna McCrillis with the ball. Throw in over the top, trying to find her captain, and does do that. Now Martin gets in there for some heavy work, gives it to McCrillis, who can go off the left foot as well. And she'll take that shot, trying to push it past Carter, the keeper. And Matilda's well and truly up to that. Uses all her area, does a big boot downfield. It goes over Madaloza. Sophie's definitely the target. To your point, Alex, you can hold it up if she does get the ball to an on-rush in any sort of counter situation. Now Penny will, no, she won't collect it. It'll be Marinelle Joanne who will collect. So to your point, Alex, it's been a promising last 5-10 minutes for Mindle.
Yeah, they picked it up. They managed to get the ball to feet, pass it around, and it's showing that they're getting a few more opportunities.
And they get a return throw in on the Northcrest scoreboard side of Larrakia Park, Darwin, a football stadium on a Saturday afternoon. Sun's dipping in the west behind us here in the grandstand. There's lots of pinks and mauves and some beautiful blues appearing in the sunset. It will be specky as usual. Plenty of people in town to see it as well. The Esplanade just gets packed with people between 20 past 6 and 10 to 7. Watching it.
Yeah, well, I've been hearing in news that they're desperate for hospitality workers.
They are, mate. You should.
Not enough.
Oh, Mitchell
Too
Street
many
is
tourists
just
and not
ridiculous.
enough workers. So if anyone needs a job, come to the NT.
Yep, there's plenty beckoning in the hospitality game. And then come back in October to pick the mangoes, please.
Yeah.
So it goes back to Cassie McWilliam. That's Courtney. And Zoe's looking for a way out of here. That's nice work. She's offside and Rachel knew it.
She is, but as soon as that defender touches it now, she's got a chance. Go in.
Nice work from Paneris to Chocolakis. And intercepted by Michaela Ridley. And she'll push it down where there'll be Rhea Gray and Ellis. And Jamie puts it away for her side, Hellenic, who have a 1-0 advantage in this Women's Premier League match in Darwin. Thank you for joining us. Alex Fulton with the expert comments. My name is Bruce Stalder. This is a live streaming on the FNT TV network and on the FFA digital channels. Women's Premier League Round 4 in Darwin. Northern Territory, top end of Australia, the best part of the country, with iconic places like Kakadu, Uluru, And, of course, Humpty Doo. You never forget them.
Yeah, and I hear Litchfield National Park's got 12 new campsites.
It has.
Yeah, seen some pictures. They look pretty spectacular. So if anyone's planning a camping trip.
Yep, and you can book online, and obviously you know how many people are camping already, so you don't turn up and find 20 people and go, oh, dear it.
That's it.
So you can find out ahead of schedule, and some of the water holes that are open up are just superb. So if you don't know, Litchfield is a national park to the south of Darwin and has some of the most amazing natural waterways and courses, and then there's none of our big friends in there, the saltwaties.
Yeah.
So the crocs aren't in there, and the rangers do a check anyhow all the time, as they have to do, because we had such a good wet season.
Yeah,
those crocs have moved everywhere. When there's plenty of water, they move around. But Litchfield opening up to some more campsites, and it's just really needed. I'll never forget the exodus out of town when COVID ended, and there was the first weekend away for Darwin people in Northern Territory being inside their houses who aren't used to. There was certainly an outdoors type up here. We love outdoors. Right, Gemma Martin on a run, number 4. Can she put it in and bring it back indoors? She does. Looking for someone to give it to. Comes back in. Good work from Marinelle Joanne.
Yeah, she's done well there. She's kept on Martin and managed to make the tackle.
Ellis with one across the bow of Cassie. Tegan first, then Cassie McWilliam. Nice work from Steph Trichillis. It's the captain. Papadakis. Paneris in the back of Joanne. And that little effort is now put the ball back to Papadakis, but it's hit the referee, so we'll come back for a restart. Drop ball.
Yeah, I don't think she could move out the way of that one.
No, it was directed straight at. She got a left foot on her, Jamie Ellis.
Trying a chance there. That's obviously a tactic they would be employing, I think, knowing that Matilda isn't a keeper, taking an opportunity.
And typical of Matilda, she'll surprise everyone.
Yeah, she's made some good saves, so.
That's Julia Martin trying to bring it down, but it's only going to fall for the captain, Ellie McCrillis, and it needed a great bit of work from Tegan there.
Yeah, that was a really good interception. If she'd let that just go past her and not outstretch that leg, that would have been a goal for sure, because Sophia is so technically good. She would have just controlled that bang.
Yeah, her first touch is beautiful. The youngster just doing a little bit of back work at the moment, stretching the lower back. Number 10 on her back. Hellenic in goal, prowling as usual, like any good striker. Marinelle Joanne staying with her right by her side. So, Daphne Shalakis coming in. A few people running in. Kilmartin staying back. Ellis has gone forward and will take the shot. Goes across the face of goal and will run out and actually be a throw-in, I'd say. Just run inside the goal line. Yes, it will be. Going. So Michaela Ridley makes the long trek over there to get it. Up against the fence. Thank you to McDonald's for this live streaming opportunity of the Women's Premier League here in Darwin. It's round 4. Second match. We have a 1-0 scoreline in favour of the team running right to left on your screens. That is Hellenic Athletic Women's Football Team. Thank you to the Northern Territory Government for their support of the women's game. Goal scorer Papadakis on it. Tackled well by Ridley. So she puts it out of play and it'll be a corner kick. Good work from Michaela. Knew her job and
that's
did
right.
It.
Mindle are well disciplined. They follow their players. They put that second effort in that often some players don't. Once a player goes past you, so that is to their advantage.
Yep, and they'll need all of that today.
Yeah.
With the only one on the bench, down on troops today. Sophie Metaloza with the ball, number 5, target player for the Mindle side. Looks up, sees Penny, puts it right to her right boot. She turns it in front of her. She got a chance to go back to Sophie. She goes instead across to Rhea Gray. Sophie now gets it indirectly from a tackle from Steph Trichillis for Hellenic. Ellis calmly plays it back to Kilmartin, who scurries towards the grandstand, trying to find a position to get to her favoured right foot. Now she does, and she'll push it wide. You can see her trying to twist the body to get that around, but it just ran out of time.
Yeah,
and
really good pressure there from Sophie.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, really good.
Off the ball, really important you do that work. Rachel Dewine's going to come for her. Got to keep on side, Mindle. Daphne Shalakis playing in the midfield role today. Confidence growing each and every week she plays for the Blue and Whites. Now it's McCrillis.
Nice ball.
To the cousin Joanna. Back to Martin. Martin to Sophia McCrillis. She makes the run. She'll turn on the inside. You need to be aware of that, Marinelle. And she is on this occasion. Pushes her wide. And shot by Daphne. And Daphne's put one away. She's as shocked as everyone else.
Yeah.
There was a one ball width between the keeper and the post. She found it.
Yeah, I don't think she was expecting that to go in, but yeah, credit to her. She placed it in the corner, as you're always told every training session when you do a shooting drill. Place it in the corner, and yeah, snuck
So
in.
the drills have worked.
Yeah.
And she's enjoying her time. We mentioned just a moment ago how confident she's growing, and in a different position today too. And she has a goal. Number 23, Daphne Shalakis, a young player as well, as we keep saying, but the median age is so young, and she's under that median age. So a 2-0 advantage to Hellenic, and those goals that happened just before half-time are killers, aren't they, Alex?
Yeah, and sort of they crushed the spirit a little bit in terms of Mindil having a good phase of play there. Potentially, if they had got a goal back, it would have been a different second half.
Yep. And we've lost that screen for a minute.
But saying that, I think Hellenic went 2-0 up last game and ended up losing 3-2 in the end. So, as I say,
something that
football's
coach will remind everybody. Yes, it was a funny game, but I'm sure Matt Hadjick will remind them.
Yep.
But as you know, Alex, well and truly with your experience, it is 2-0 is a dangerous scoreline.
Yeah.
So Ridley will watch this go past, and I don't know if that's a... No, it'll be a throw-in. Assistant referee's made the call. Now the referee agrees. So Michaela Ridley will come in for a throw-in, which needs some help. It'll come from Courtney and then Gray. Goal scorer number 2 gets the head in the way for Hellenic. Now has it again. And off she goes. Tegan stays with her. Good defensive work from number 7 for Mindle on the dangerous number 10 for Hellenic. So, Alex, you know, you've got a 2-0 advantage. You're coming up to half-time. You know, one of the dangers are you just play for a 2-0 and you want to go at that half, and you just don't keep the Hellenic side away enough. That's what they need to do. No more goals.
Yeah, no more goals. It'll be interesting to see, because knowing that Hellenic, they're 2 reserve teams. One had a game before this, one has a game afterwards, whether that'll have an impact.
Yep.
Some of the players might be playing after, so they might pull them off.
Yep.
So we'll wait and see if there are any changes. But at the moment, Hellenic have got lots of time on the ball there. They can play it around. And, of course, that saves your energy as a player because you're not doing those big sprints, chasing the ball, trying to win it back after losing possession.
All right, Mindle have an opportunity. Rhea Gray up to Madaloza, so I'm back to Courtney. Now Ridley. Martin has it. Toads one through, looking for a run from Madaloza. It still may come her way. Kilmartin is in there to interject, so to speak, and take the ball away and give it to the Blue and Whites, and they now have it in the midfield. This one's going to scoot through, and oh, God, she's so quick.
Yeah.
It'll beat her this time, and Matilda pushes it away for a corner. So well worked from Hellenic.
Yeah, nice ball through the middle, and I would have probably bet $50 that one of the McWilliams would have got a foot to that then, but it snuck through, and luckily Carter came out and saved the day again.
Yeah. And you just lost 50. So here goes the goal scorer, the second goal scorer, Daphne Chalakis on the ball, number 23 for Hellenic. Will she go short to Joanna? No, she's going to go into. Good ball, nice height.
Yeah,
it'll tail in and finds Martin. Find her a couple of occasions, those two. That's some sort of synergy happening.
Yeah, it's a nice high ball. It was dipping again. Unfortunately, I think Martin just need to take a step back there to sort of get some power on it. But a dangerous ball. And it looks like Sophie's dropped into the middle there. And is it Julia Hall?
Julia Martin's gone forward.
Sorry, yeah, she's pushed up. So
yeah, Sophie now on the ball doing some work against the captain of Hellenic. Yeah. Still going, and she's won the ball back. Will she get advantage of this? Referee's going to let it play on. Now, nice, lovely ball from Ellie McQuillis to Joanna.
Yeah, good battle in the middle there.
Yeah, she has Martin now. Penny get in there and clears that up. No, comes back and stolen again by Joanna McQuillis. Goes across to Chalakis. That falls off a deflection for Sophie Mataloza. She's got time. You can see how she keeps the ball so comfortably. Now this comes out to Gray. Gray's trying to find Rachel Joanna. Does. Rachel moves in. And Paneris clears it away. So good work from Evie.
It's still Minder's way.
Yep.
Keep it alive.
That's Courtney. Puts one running through. No one's moving that way. Kilmartin is, of course.
Yeah.
She'll clear it up.
Another good opportunity for Mindle there. Yeah, just and as a player, just want to yell, go, go, go. But
yes, of course. Julia Martin to Rhea Gray. Rhea will try to put one through to Zoe Courtney and couldn't do it on that occasion. Falls for the initial goal scorer today, Mosca Papadakis. She puts it to her captain. Green fields all in front of them. Now she's got to make that move. She does. She goes out to Martin. Martin goes back to her captain. Captain goes out to her cousin, Joanna, in the right back position. She'll either play it to Ellis or go back to... No, she's going to go forward and try and thread one through and find Sophie McQuillis, does, and then Sophie unleashes Martin on a run, and she'll scamper and collect the ball and put it back in. Cassie Williams stays strong, only as far as Martin again. Pushes it back. Cassie Williams comes in and toes it away. Daphne plays a nice ball through to Ellis, and Ellis takes a left foot.
Oh,
that was a lovely shot. Yeah. She's getting closer on every shot.
She is.
Jamie Ellis with a lovely left footer. That just skimmed over the top of the crossbar. It's one of those ones, Alex, that could have gone in.
Oh, it
just
could.
Dipped the other way.
And if that had just deflected and sort of flashed in, it's a dangerous shot. Yeah, they can't give her any time to take those shots, really.
Yeah, to your point, she's getting a bit of space. But I think, again, do you think that Mindle are allowing them to have the ball as a tactic or just not responding to what's in front of them at the moment?
No, I just think... Hellenic have got time on the ball. They have got no pressure on their back line, so they do have an opportunity to push forward.
So, as Alex was saying, that pressure needs to be increased by Mindle. They are a 2-0 down as they head into the sheds to talk to and hear from their coach, Dave McWilliam. Matty Hadjic, the coach of Hellenic, will have plenty to say to his ladies as well. But both teams will leave, and this is a round 4 match. Thank you, McDonald's, for bringing the live streaming of the Women's Premier League here in Darwin. Hope you enjoyed that first half. A goal, first of all, to Mosca Papadakis, and then one that surprised the goal taker.
Yeah.
Daphne Chalakis. We'll take a short break, and then Alex will unpack what she saw in that first half of this Women's Premier League here at Larrakia Park, Darwin Football Stadium.
It is just one of those perfect Saturday evenings in Darwin as we head into the dry season. In behind us here is just a spectacular sunset doing everything it can to make everyone stand in awe of it. I've got Alex with me. Alex Fulton is giving us our assessments of players and the formats and the tactics of these players and coaches as they go out here today. Hellenic have a 2-0 scoreline over Mindle. We've mentioned, Alex, about they're under-resourced today, Mindle. They've shown a defensive mindset that may need to continue in the second half. But what would you be saying to those girls at half-time if you were Dave McWilliam and Mindle?
Keep going, girls. You're doing well. It's not like they're playing badly. They have, as we saw in that sort of 20-minute phase, and they have played some nice football. So just keep trying to do that, because at the end of the day, as you've mentioned, they're a young team. Well, both teams are, but it doesn't matter if you lose 2-0, 4-0, as long as you're playing good football and learning from it. So, and I think Dave, he's very much into the development side of the game, so he won't be results driven as much. He'll be happy if they do show that improvement and look to play nice football. Yeah,
that's a great summary of Dave McWilliam. He certainly is a supporter of the women's game. Now, just talking about how they play well, they've got Sophia Madaloza holding the ball up. She's come back into the midfield. That seems to be the avenue to goal for them.
Yeah, definitely. She's capable of holding the ball up, dribbling past 1-2 players, or playing that sort of pinpoint ball that they were missing in the first half. And then hopefully they'll just keep going, keep running. Is it Joanne on the right-hand side? I don't think she'll stop running all game, so they've always got that option.
And to your point, I'll use your phrase then, just keep going in this sense. The next team, Hellenic, we'll talk about. If they keep going, you'll see more of the same. Those threats from either side of the pitch. Ellis having long shots. They are attacking from every position and a threat from everyone.
Yeah, look, they can just relax on the ball and play it around. They don't need to exert themselves as much, in a way, as we saw that sort of early 10 minutes and the last 10 minutes. Yep. Their centre-backs were pushing up. Their left-back, right-back was pushing up. I think their only defender-back was Kilmartin. They've got time on the ball. They can play it around, and that'll tire out the opposition if they are chasing them.
Right, well, we expect to see some substitutes from Hellenic as well. They've got a full bench. Thank you, Alex. We'll go back in the commentary position. Thank you for joining us for this half-time wrap. We'll be back with the game, and we'll start with this one shortly. It is Hellenic 2 over Mindle 0. Little quick scurry ourselves into the commentary area. So thank you for joining us for the second half, and thank you to McDonald's for being able to bring this live streaming of the Women's Premier League. 2-0 advantage to Hellenic, and they're already on a raid down this right flank where Gemma Martin has parked us off for this game and has for most of the games this year from Hellenic, having a different role this year, Jenna, and she's the 2020 Golden Boot in the Women's Premier League. So plenty of goals off the right and left boot of Jenna Martin in the last year. This year, it's all about assisting. This one comes to Rhea Gray. She comes into a collision. That's Sophie Madaloza, a long way back now, seeking the ball. She's got it now. Moves forward with strength. Goes down. Collision. Daphne Shalakis, her mate, looks behind to see how she is. There goes Penny on a run. And one of the subs, just see you there, is Collins. She's out there. So Terrell Collins is in the centre. So she's replaced Kilmartin, who's had a rest. Yep. And also I can see Mary Coombe out there too. So Mary has given Sophia McCrillis a rest. Looking at that. No, Sophia's still there. So, oh no, she's given Evie Peroni. Yeah. Looks like Evie has had a rest as well. Yeah. So, yeah, 2 subs from Hellenic. So on there comes Terrell Collins, who's so good in the central defensive role. Yeah, and this might be a sort of practice for Hellenic, because I understand that Kilmartin is moving back to Melbourne. Yeah, unfortunately, I'll miss her. Yeah, so maybe it's sort of a practice run without her. We'll miss her in the Desert Roses too, the representative side for the women here in the Northern Territory. It's just such a calm presence at the back. Yeah, very calm, which is what you want from your centre-back. Yes. And a good girl to have around that sort of environment. Yeah, she's great. She's a good motivator of other players. And there she goes. Sniff of an opportunity. Great work, Tegan McWilliam.
Very good.
You are such a great defender. And she just would not let her get away. She's conceded a corner, but it was just the effort. And you've got to be on song when Sophia McCrillis gets that ball. She's so quick on an arc.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. And being sort of a slightly smaller player than McWilliam, she can sort of weave in and out. But yeah, brilliant defending there by McWilliam. Something
we'll see time and time again over this 2021 season. Right, corner. A rare one from Daphne Shalakis. Throws her head back. Goes into the side netting, right up the top of the side netting. I notice she's got a bit of strapping on her knees tonight too, so I don't know if that's just precautionary or she is carrying something.
She does have a few problems with her knees.
Yeah.
She's one of the young NTC girls who's making use of the physio that's supplied.
Yep, good.
And yeah, as their coaches, we are sort of mindful of pushing them too much if they have had a game at the weekend on a Monday session, that sort of thing.
So load management's really key for you guys?
Especially as they train twice a week with their club. So
yeah. And the NTC is the National Training Centre. What that is basically a little academy for kids who show promise. And a series of coaches work their magic with them. Also some sports scientists as well, in this case physios. Right, Matilda Carter in her first time in goal.
Yeah, it'd be good to ask her that afterwards. And she's back staying in goal for second half. They've been swapping at half time indoors, so...
Ellis gets that ball from the Carter return, and Trakillis goes back across to Coombe, and Coombe pushes it forward, but it'll be intercepted by Ridley, and this is a chance for Julia Martin.
Yeah, keep running,
Collins clears it up. No one there backing Martin up, unfortunately. Delay between her run and the midfield catching up with her from Mindil. So now we're down here on a counter, Alex. And Jenna Martin, lucky for Mindil, puts it straight into the legs of Cassie McWilliam. Marinelle Joanne goes across to the centre. And that is Courtney. Courtney to Madaloza. Madaloza back to Marinelle Joanne, who's going to push it out to Penny. We'll keep it in. Tall, 17, number on the back. Tall player. That is Gray. Gray scurries across the midfield, right down the halfway line. Daphne Shalakis with a strong tackle.
Yeah,
that's another part of her game as well. She's very strong.
Yes, very. And yeah, crucial tackle there because Mindle were passing it around nicely. They'd opened up a nice play in the middle. So very crucially timed tackle.
So Shalakis playing in the midfield today. To Alex's point, this is another string to a bow. Beyond all the many we've mentioned over the last 3 or 4 days of bringing you live streaming. And thank you to McDonald's for that opportunity. This is Women's Premier League Round 4 here at Larrakia Park, Darwin Football Stadium. Running from left to right on your screens are the team currently ahead on the scoreboard. They are Hellenic Athletic Women's Team in the blue and white. They're up against Mindle. And Middle Aces a little under-resourced tonight. Only one person on the bench.
And, of course, they got a midweek game, the Challenge Cup as
on Wednesday.
Well. So maybe they're mindful
of that
as well with having Carter in goal.
And Penny has an opportunity to push forward. She does, and that'll beat Ellis, but not Collins. And Kashikala goes wider than she thought, or the more acute angle.
Yeah.
So now to run past Joanna. The number 6 and the right back for Hellenic, so it'll be a throw-in for Marinelle Joanne. Trying to find Madaloza. Her and Daphne come together. Shalakis wins that. Gives it to Martin. Martin looks up. Puts one through. This is a Cassie McWilliam and a Sophie McCrillis Challenge Cup of their own sort. And Papadakis wins the ball. Cleared away by Carter with an emphatic right boot.
Yep.
And across to the North Crest scoreboard side. Thank you to North Crest, NTF, Construction Supply Specialists. They are your local construction supplier. And there is a bit of that going on. Steel Line also service over and above in the steel provision caper. And they do great work in that spot. Thank you to those three with North Crest. Second goal scorer on the ball now. That's Daphne Shalakis going to the more senior player in Steph Trakillis. Now it's again a battle between Madaloza and Shalakis. And this will be Papadakis coming back to clean that ball up. Still comes back. Steph Trakillis will go to goal and take a shot. Unfortunately, it's going to go over everywhere, including the perimeter fence. So it's now time to seek a ball from somewhere. Here it comes. Kicked by the coach, Matty Hadjic, who just walked away with a limp after that. Matilda Carter restarts. Threads one through to Sophie Madaloza. She's double tagged, but gets through both. Now she gives one to Gray. Gray passes it on, comes back here, and Madaloza, for her effort, gets rewarded with a restart from the referee. Good stuff from Sophie. Strong. Two people on her. Comes away with a little bit of a limp. She'll try and run that off. That's what she's trying to do right now. So that knock has some impact on her. Cassie McWilliam now pushes it forward.
Nice,
she wants to run.
Ball over.
It's a lovely ball, but it's going to beat Collings, Martin, and Gray, but not Kashakala. Great work from Cassie McWilliam. Just shadowed that ball, kept McQuillis away from it for some time as well. Sophie Madaloza now. Ellie McQuillis, the captain for Hellenic, runs through with pace. Her cousin Sophia on the run. This ball has a deflection, but Carter collects. And Matilda comes out to the full extent of her area, puts her right boot to it and sends it down, trying to find Rachel Dewan. Rachel and Mary Coombe come together. Coombe puts it out. Another young player coming through, played in the under 14s a couple of years back, and now reserve grade, and now made her way into Premier League. Her brother plays in the men's Premier League as well. I think it's a brother.
Yeah,
Paracos.
as often the way here, it's soccer's very family orientated. There's often lots of siblings playing, cousins. And
yep. As seen out here tonight, it's the Gemma Martin running down now. Tegan William on the inside. Tegan will just take her time, wait for the ball to run off the boot, and puts it away. Yeah. She's so patient.
If you wanted to film a masterclass of defending to show young kids, I think
you're seeing it here.
Show them the clips from the McWilliams sisters, because they do everything right in terms of that. It's not about necessarily making the tackle; it's putting your body between. And
you saw a great example of that then, Alex, didn't you? And just enough to put Martin off. The ball scurried a little bit off the front of her boot, and that was enough. So it will be a corner. And this one's going to be taken by Mosca Papadakis. And Matilda Carter comes out. And
I think that was a knee maybe there.
Oh, it was, I think. She's just,
as long as it's out of your danger area.
She's one of my favourite players. She's fantastic. She's playing a goal tonight, and she's very much doing things that an outfielder would do.
Yep.
But what she always will do is give 100%. Right, Ellis pressured by Gray. That's enough to push her wide to Martin. Martin tries to turn her body in and does. Nice work from Trakillis. Marinelle Jawan comes back to defend. This ball's pushed back from McQuillis, but goes past Steph Trakillis, and she clears it up and goes back to Joanna McQuillis. Rachel Dewan, where's she going to go with this? She needs some support. She turns it in. But Ellis is there. Nice strong play. Takes the shot. She's determined to put one away today. I would say that's her 5th shot.
Or at least, yeah.
At least.
Getting closer every time, though.
Absolutely. We could calibrate how close she's getting. And what's not relenting is not only her energy and attitude, but this desire for goal today. Jamie Ellis, a starting lineup for Hellenic.
And that's what you want to see from players. I mean, you don't want to just sit on the 2-0. You want to go forward, score goals, play creative football.
Yeah. Comes down. It's going to beat Marinelle Juan and go over play. So Joanna McCullis will restart this. Penny runs back to get in the way, but it'll go over Penny and not over Mataloza. Comes back to Penny. And the attempt on goal before from Ella, she has the ball now, goes to Daphne Shalakis, and that one's going to be picked up by Rachel Juan. She puts it forward rather hopefully, and it's going to be, Ella said, let's just go back to Kashikala. Let's keep her in the game.
Yeah, let's give her a chance.
Yeah. So she puts it back to Ellis. This is a chance here for Gray. Collins gets in and cleans up, and they make it out of there safely. Trakillis, Cassie McWilliam back. Julia Martin tries to head it through. Got a glancing header to it, but only went as far as Collins. Lovely work from Martin to keep that in. This ball won't stay off Marinelle, though. So the little number 4 will run back. There's going to be a third sub this time, obviously for Hellenic. Already 2 gone on. So now number 14 is going to come in. Moscow Papadakis has had a good run. 1 goal from Moss. She'll leave the pitch. Mane of hair flowing behind her.
Yeah.
Nice smile. Grabs a green bib. Gets a pat on the head. And number 14 goes on for Hellenic. That's Holly Wilson. Tegan right next to McCrillis. Gets up again and just plays that off the ground and to her sister. If they don't get you solo, they'll get you tag team.
That's it.
Nice ball in from Rhea Gray. Rhea goes in again. Great effort, Rhea. Sophie Mataloza, this next pass is key. Someone needs to give her an opportunity. Now goes to Marinelle Juan. Martin putting pressure on. Marinelle stays to her feet and will win this contest. Goes to Julia Martin. She has Ellis in the back. Now she pushes it through to Penny. Well done, Julia. Now Penny on a run. And Lara's got to chase hard at this. And her hard effort has made Collins come in. And that's a very Terrell Collins work too.
Yeah, made the decisive tackle there and managed to give away a throw rather than the corner.
She doesn't mind hard work.
Yeah.
Terrell Collins. Well done, Lara.
Yeah, she did well there. Yep. Nice pass there from Julia. Opened up the play there. And I think Lara just maybe ran out of legs. That second touch was just a bit too far forward for her.
This ball's gone past Mataloza and was dangerously there for Courtney. But now it's fallen to the captain, Ellie McCullis, and she has so much space in front of her. She threads one through, trying to find Wilson. Wilson will get there in a minute, but Ridley's not going to go away. And Michaela pushing her wide, still pushing her wide, and then we'll put it upfield to Cassie McWilliam. Nice play, Michaela Ridley. Cassie puts it on. Goes off Zoe. That is lovely work from Mindle. If they can counter from here, but who's there? Collins.
Yeah. No.
Good work from her.
Good work. Yeah, that was a dangerous counter from Hellenic there. I would have put money on a goal there, but yeah, excellent defending by Ridley.
Sorry, mate, I'm just getting your Coke order right.
Yeah, thank you.
Caramel's
they treat us
coming.
Well, Football Northern Territory.
Yes.
Got the Coke to keep us going.
Yes.
But yeah, great defending by Ridley there.
Absolutely. Julia Martin with the ball. She now goes to
Great
Courtney,
ball.
puts one through to Lara Penny. Lara has an opportunity. She's got Joanne McCrillis around her feet. Still a good effort from both players.
Yeah,
good
very
contest
good.
from both the girls.
And talking about defending from Ridley, that's great defending from Joe there.
Yeah, Ellen McCrillis in flight. Oh, she nutmegs Tegan, comes down hard. They both look at each other. This gives McCrillis an opportunity to turn inside. But Cassie up to it again and puts a ball away to get her side with an opportunity for counter. Great work, Cassie McWilliam.
Oh, brilliant. I thought Sophia was going to be past her for sure then, but didn't fall for the sort of turn the other way and remained on her feet.
Masterclass of defending. Daphne Chalakis puts one. A deflection, but it'll come well for Martin. 61 minutes on the North Crest scoreboard. This is Women's Premier League. 2-0 advantage to Hellenic. This one will come down for Zoe Courtney. Pressure already from Daphne Chalakis. Now it's come out to Marinelle Joanne. She goes up to Gray. Gray's looking for another avenue. She goes across field where she's going to get a return from Zoe. But unfortunately, Ellie McCrillis is there first. There's the dangerous number 10 looking for an outlet.
and that's where that pinpoint passing is so
crucial.
important. It was just too far away from player, and Ellie had all the time in the world to run in and intercept, which we know then she can play the ball forward. She's got the skills to do.
Absolutely got the skills.
Make something happen.
So Holly Wilson doing pressure out there, and the pressure is going to result in a corner for her side. She's the sub, third one that's come on for Hellenic tonight. I want to thank McDonald's for the opportunity to live stream this Women's Premier League match here in 2021. It's round 4, second match. We'll have our third tomorrow, which is on a Sunday, and that'll feature Litchfield and Port Darwin.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one,
Yeah.
Bruce. I think that'll be a good game. Both teams will be looking for their first points on the scoreboard.
Yeah. Ellie McCrillis goes back to Collins. Terrell turns it back inside and goes, yeah, Carla, have a touch. There it goes. Back to Kashakala. All on a lonesome back there.
Yeah.
Where will she go? She's got plenty of opportunities. She's going to go to the left-hand side of the midfield where Mary Coombe will get to the ball. She lets it bounce off her and go forward. Still a chance for Hellenic. Cassie McWilliam calm on the ball. Finds the right avenue. It's Rhea Gray. Rhea turns in a lovely ball. Finds Courtney. Courtney pushes one through to Rachel Jawan, who's going to be dispossessed by Mary Coombe. Rachel's sort of a little bit far in the frontier out there on the right side.
Yeah.
A little bit too maybe far from the ball. I don't know. What do you think, Alex? Maybe back in a bit closer?
Yeah, that's usually when you're playing 4-3-3, you tell your top right or left to stay high, stay wide.
Okay.
Just to pull the defenders out. And then obviously if you are defending from the front, press.
Yep.
I think Coombe, is it Mary Coombe? She just read that very well.
Okay.
And was able to intercept quite easily in the end.
Matilda's come out. She'll go out again. This is so Matilda. And that second effort from Matilda has saved any opportunity for them. Well played, Matilda Carter.
Yeah, excellent there.
So her.
High five there.
Just so Matilda. Cassie's having a laugh. McWilliam. I swear, if the ball had fallen to her feet, she would have made a run.
Oh, yeah. And you wouldn't put her past. She could.
Nah.
She has the skills to dribble.
All the way down and take a goal.
Yeah,
it's been hit the referee on a rebound, so we'll come back for a restart. But entertaining 64.5 minutes of this Women's Premier League match. Thank you to Ward Keller Territory Law Firm for their support of the women's game in 2021. They are the Territory Law Firm, Ward Keller. Lara Penny and Collins just read that so well and got him out of trouble. Now Marinelle Jawan has a chance to redeem the ball. Penny comes in. Well played. The pressure's still there, but it looks like Hellenic will get out of it, and they do. And they go downfield where Tegan will intercede. Ask for a touch off the player, but won't get that.
I think I would have
right.
probably called it for Mindle ball because it did look like it deflected off Hellenic, but play by the whistle.
Yeah, that's right. Collins goes across to Ellis. Ellis with plenty of acreage in front of her. Only Rachel Jawan to go around. She goes around her with a left foot. Mary Coombe picks up, puts a ball early and quickly onto Wilson. Wilson goes and pays the favour. Little 1, 2, 3 and 4
nice
there.
Play there.
Now Sophie Metaloza goes in. Strong body, keeps that. Plays a gentle ball across to, looks like, yes, it is Ridley. Ridley pushes one forward. Ellis thought she might go back to a keeper. Now she's go to Collins. Keeper sending out instructions. And Kashakala.
Yeah, we can hear both keepers shouting at the moment. I think they're the loudest voices on the field.
Yep, they certainly are. Joanna McCrillis gets a call from our captain Ellie and puts it straight to her feet. So Ellie now takes the advancing run. She'll go and push forward. Mataloza stays with her, which was good play. Puts pressure on her. Turns inside she'll have a left foot shot and take it and puts it away. You can't keep her quiet all night.
No.
Took 66 minutes and a little bit more, about 40 seconds. And she just showed the class and talent she has. Both feet she can use.
Yeah.
And Alex, take us through that one.
Look, all from the run from Ellie there. She just purely drove that ball forward with intent. She dragged the defender out, opened up that space in the middle. And credit to Sophia, she turned really well and then just placed it nicely with left foot in the corner.
Yeah, no panic about it. That's the thing. She's so young. You
Yep.
see it, I see it in the men's and women's Premier League. Often players, get saucer eyes and watermelons in front of them.
Yeah, definitely. When you're up front and maybe either young or not used to playing it, you do sort of sometimes panic the shot.
Not this kid.
Yeah, that just shows she natural goal scorer.
Yeah, she is. It's in her blood. So she has one, and her team have 3 on this Saturday night in Darwin. Women's Premier League round 4 match we're watching.
So yeah, I think that might make her tally for the season 5, maybe. Is it?
Yeah, well, she scored in every game.
I think
she even had a brace in one.
Yeah.
So that would make the 5, really.
I think her and Rachel Hoffman, who plays for Casuarina.
Yeah, she's been good too.
Both on 5. So
different sizes to those two.
Yeah.
One's a little taller than the other.
So it makes it interesting when you.
Yeah. Nice work from the defensive pairing there. Now it's 4 for Martin. What will she do? Tegan's in there to clear that up and does
tackle.
That 45th effort. Joe McCrillis is the reception of that effort from Tegan McWilliam. Steph Drakillis with space and time. Now Gray comes in to give a bit of pressure.
I mean, that's like the good thing about Hellenic. The way they play at the moment this season, they don't actually need to look where the passings are going because they know that their players are going to be in that position or making those runs.
Yeah, there's exactly that run you're talking about. Cleaned up this time by Tegan. Used the body check. Pushes it downfield where her captain, who made that last goal, does another effort again. Martin won't connect with her on this turn. So it'll be a goal, kick, restart. Thank to HPA, helping people achieve. Also a sponsor in 2021. And the Darwin Olympic Sporting Club also on board. Peter, Nick and his team. Thank you to them. Julia Martin's going to get a chance to come from the field. So the one sub that Mindle's got, they're going to make. And that is Kira Mitchell. So Kira will go out. And number 12, haven't seen her all year, is Narika Ogo.
Oh, yes, Nariko,
so Nariko's been playing reserve or coming back from injury, I'm not sure.
I think she's been playing reserve.
Okay.
I think I've seen her around the ground.
Yeah, she's
another good player.
Yeah, good player, great kid. Right, Sophie Metaloza showing her skills. Goes back to Tegan McWilliam. Matilda wants it, gets it, puts a right boot to it. It'll go past. Now goes across Zoe Courtney. Oh, Tegan Wynn in there against Holly Wilson. Strong stuff. And Terrell Collins will go all the way back. Kira Mitchell now in the midfield. Penny on the left-hand side and Rachel Jawan on the far side over there in the distant right-hand side of the pitch.
Looks to be a few tired faces out there at the moment, especially from the Mindle players. They've been working hard the last 70 minutes.
They have. Ellis. Over for Kira Mitchell. Collins keeps the ball. Nice work from Gray. Good effort from Gray. Referee allows that to go. Martin gets the ball back. No, she didn't. She was playing advantage.
Yep.
Well refed. Done a few of those today, the ref.
Yeah.
Very much in control and aware, which is what you want. Cassidy William now.
And Gray's impressed today. She's done some good work on the ball.
Yeah, totally agree. Madaloza skips one over trying to find Mitchell. Mitchell come in behind Collins. Good pressure. That's what you want. The sub, Kira.
Yeah, fresh legs coming on.
Yeah, she looks
gone
keen.
Up front.
She's
yeah,
moving
just
around.
Pressure that defender, go for the goal. Like I said before, it doesn't matter if you lose 3-0, 5-0, essentially. It's that development and opportunity.
Yeah,
get a
good
goal
learnings
back.
out there. Sophie Matalosa falls for Mitchell. Matalosa still there. Mitchell just misses a scurries past her. Trakillis, the senior player out there, cleans it up. Comes off Coombe. Now it's pushed on to Sophie, who just has that lovely running style. I'd like to see her over 80 metres. There's a few in the Women's Premier League this year. Caitlin Sowry, for example.
Yeah, she's fast. She's fast.
So, yeah, I'd like to see them in a foot race, those two. Maybe a couple others I can think of. Terrell Collins can bring that one down, a rare occasion for her. I know what you're saying about pushing wide. I just think Rachel, just sitting out there, the talent she has, I'm just looking at her, just not getting any ball.
Well, no, and that's the problem where that is your instruction. If your midfield aren't winning the ball and playing it out to you, you do, if you want the ball, have to come, get it, win it.
Seek it.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're just going to be stuck out there on your lonesome.
Yep.
Even making that Hellenic left back just run by running across the field.
Make her follow you, yes. Yep. Totally agree. So Mary Coombs moved forward and Noriko Ogo is playing that left back position. So 2 subs are swapped there on that substitution. Here's a chance for Marinelle. Joanne goes across. Holly Wilson goes with her. Now it goes from Courtney. Courtney up to Mitchell. Mitchell now gets it across to Joanne. She has a touch. She's going to push it through to Mitchell on the overlap. Now she's moving on the inside. Kira goes down. She'll turn it and push it across. Oh, it came off Kashakala's knee. Now it's fallen for Courtney. Courtney needs to turn and try and get it back into an attacking position. Can't on this occasion. That's good pressure from Mindle.
Yeah, very good pressure. Nice play down the right-hand side.
Wasn't it?
I would have loved to have heard a scream from young Joanne in the middle there. Just give me the ball when she cut inside.
Yeah, it just didn't come that way. But Kira Mitchell made a run and take a shot on goal. So she's been enterprising in that sub when she's come on. They've only 1 sub today for Mindle. This ball's kept in with sublime skill by this number 10. Tegan William clears it up. No doubting the intent of Tegan on that occasion. If there's any opportunity to doubt Tegan on anything. Came in there with a strong left foot. Coming up to 75 minutes on the Northcrest scoreboard. Thank you to McDonald's for the opportunity for this live streaming. They're presenting women's football in all aspects, as well as the live streaming of the Women's Premier League. Thank you to McDonald's. Ward Keller of the Territory Law Firm, and they are the personal and business dispute resolution experts in town. If you have a dispute that you need resolved, it is very easy. 1-800-978-360. 1-800-978-360. Another number's coming up too, and that's number 6. Joanna McCrillis is going to come in with this throw-in. I'll add another number, Alex, 3-0.
Yep, 3-0.
To your point.
25 to go.
Yep.
Had to do a bit of quick maths there.
Thank you, and you did. Well done. Very successfully so. Right, Ellie McCrillis with the busy Courtney behind her. Her and Gray, very similar in the way they play the game. Number 10 and 8 for Mindle. That ball's put through by Trakillis. Wants Coombe to run, but it's going to beat her. Ridley will clean up. So Michaela will pick this up and send it back to Matilda Carter, playing in goals today. So Matilda will come out to... Now she's put it across to Tegan. Turns it on the inside, Tegan, to Marinelle. Joanne. Bit of possession football. Need to be more of it if Mindle can. Just keep this ball. Keep it away from the blue and whites. No one on that occasion. Tegan McWilliam once again in with some hard work. Ellen McCrillis, captain with the ball, then the throw-in. Sophia McCrillis gets around Marinelle, puts a lovely ball across to Ellis. She's determined to get a goal. She won't get past Cassie McWilliam, though. Collision of players there. Cassie gets up just the hair and just shakes off the bump and bruise, and we're underway. Nice work to Penny. The Collins, equally good work.
Yep. Nice by Collins there.
No panic. Just look at that. Waited for the opportunity. Gave it to Ellis with a toe poke. Ellis now moves forward, and we thought she would.
Oh.
She's going for 10 attempts. I think that's about 9. To your point, Alex, she's getting closer
She
and
is.
closer.
There's a decent shot there.
So Matilda Carter get us restarted. This is round 4 match, Women's Premier League in Darwin. My name is Bruce Stoddard, drawn by Alex. And Alex is giving us the Fulton family view.
Yeah. Well, that's it. I had to replace Ricky at the last minute
Yes.
due to he got called in for coaching duties.
Yep. Ricky, of course, is your
I would
husband.
say better half,
No, I didn't.
maybe.
Not in the way, and I wasn't about to dare say that. Not when you're about, 30 centimetres away. Sophie Madaloza will have this ball, and she'll put it back to Tegan, one of the twins. She's got Cassie inside. She'll leave it for Cassie. They know their roles so well, these two.
Yeah, well, I imagine they've been playing together since they were probably...
Yep.
Or even, I know you start playing at 5, but they're
Yep.
probably playing together since before that.
Since they could stand up.
toddlers, yeah.
Absolutely. You always have a playmate, don't you?
Yeah.
You have a twin.
Yep.
Rico in there for Hellenic. Cassie making a run. Puts a ball through. Can Rachel get to it? No. Didn't really even put the afterburners on for that one.
Yeah.
She'd seen it going over before it even got there.
And I think it would have been offside if she had.
Yeah, so she's aware of that as well.
But yeah, nice run from the back line from McWilliam there. I think that's the first time in the whole game that Mindle have been completely in the Hellenic half.
Yeah.
So hopefully if they box them in here now.
They can manufacture a goal. They deserve
Yeah.
one. There's been parts of the game where they've had the advantage and the ascendancy, but yet to be able to get a goal.
And I think that's just where the one of the big differences has been in the attacking front three, in particular.
Yeah, because defensively you've got these one here now.
Yeah.
Is good as any in the league. And the other side, Cassie, equally as good as anyone in the league.
You got your defender there, Collins, just walking with the ball.
Yeah.
That shouldn't happen in a game.
Yeah. Tegan moving forward. Penny gets to it. Collins, chest down. Again, to your point, no challenge.
Yep.
Time and opportunity. Marinelle Joanne gets a timely header in there. Otherwise, it was very dangerous. Again, Tegan McWilliam doing that extra effort. Madaloza trying to get involved. The ball's going to beat her. Collins plays one through to Steph Trakillis, who puts Joanna McCrillis down to her sister, Sophie McCrillis. Turns on the inside. Just lovely run from her. Cleared away by Cassie McWilliam. And Kira Mitchell in with a solid tackle on.
Yeah, I do think that was an accidental there.
Yeah.
Sort of Ellie ran back, and I don't think she was expecting that
Kira
young
still to be there.
Kira. Yeah, so she was just sort of going forward, jogging along. Hopefully Ellie's all right. She didn't twist anything.
Yeah, it's that knee that she's doing some work on. The one that you see strapped. She's on the long road to recovery. She's another equally fast human being. Matty Hadjick's gone 25 metres onto the pitch.
Yeah, I think he's going to make a sub here just to be on the safe side.
So Ellie McCrillis, after 81 minutes of typical Ellie McCrillis work as the captain. Get a chance to come off. Hope she's okay. She looks a little distressed.
Yeah, she did
Not good.
shake her head there, so hopefully she can get some ice on it if it's sore.
And it's not as bad as it may feel. I think just for the sake of some difference, we're going to send Paris McCrillis on. So Ellie McCrillis
Paris
comes from the field, and her cousin, Paris McCrillis, goes on to make... And Paris is part of the Joanna and Sophia family. Of course, Lisa McCrillis not playing today. Otherwise, we'd have all of them here. Matilda Carter out with a grab. Well done, Matilda.
And I think Paris played the game before in the reserve grade against Port.
Yep. So she's having some time out. This will bounce over Kira Mitchell, but Collins just stays calmly there and puts it onto Ellis. Ellis is looking for opportunity 10, we'll call it. She wants a goal today. Joanna McCrillis has it. Lara Penny just a little late there. Now Marielle Joanne has an opportunity to give this on to the ever-present, ever-energetic number 10, Ria Gray. Goes back to Ria now. Ria goes into Sophie Mataloza. Sophie skips off her right boot. Interception by Steph Trakillis. Sophie comes back and does the work. Paris in behind her. Goes back to Sophie Mataloza. Ball still in play. Courtney this time. Plays it back to Marinelle. Back to Courtney. Good possession football from them.
Yeah, nice play there from Mindle.
That's come up to Kira Mitchell, wasn't it? Still got the ball here. Still an opportunity. If she can pull it in, does. Now Ria Gray to goal. Puts on to Penny. So Lara Penny on the run. Collins looks like she's out shopping.
Yeah.
Just comes back and clears it up.
Yeah.
She's such an accomplished central defender. Good work, as you've done all day. Ria Gray, you and Courtney. That's a great ball.
Brilliant. Yeah.
That's a great ball, and she's onside. Can they put one in that net? Can Rachel Dewan do it?
Goal.
She does. She has that capacity.
Yeah. She stayed
Take us through that, Alex.
Oh, beautiful ball through. I mean, the build-up play before it, great from Mindle. Credit to the other Joanne. On
Marinelle?
In the left-back role. 'Cause she actually sort of started that, although it's ended up on the other side. And yeah, calm finish there.
Wasn't it?
So calm.
And when you're out of the game on that far side and you get that opportunity, it's your point about just being ready for when it comes. And boy, was she ready. She
was very ready. And, yep, brilliant finish and well-deserved goal for Mindle, I think.
Totally agree. The phrase well-deserved is absolutely apt here. So 84 minutes have passed. We have a 3-1 scoreline. We have Joanna McCrillis on the opportunity now. They want to camp her down. She's gone out to Paris McCrillis. It misses Paris. And the player that started the goal for Mindle, as Alex noted, was Marinelle Joanne. Beautiful ball from Cassie McWilliam right to the feet of Rachel.
Left foot opened up.
Everything.
Went just in between a defender who it's so hard to actually defend when you're running back on the side like that.
Yeah.
Those sorts of balls through.
Yep. So 3-1 is the scoreline, even though the scoreboard hasn't switched over yet. Mindle will now want to keep it that way. If not, add another one. Certainly don't concede. Nice work from Tegan McWilliam. Look at that strong stuff. Look at that. Lovely. Goes back. Accidental return of the ball. Now she plays it up to Ria. Ria's going to put inside. Well done, Ria Gray. Finds, just beat Sophie Mataloza.
Yeah,
otherwise she tried to pull it in on the run. Body, just weight was the wrong way. Sister looks up at sister and goes, we'll go back to Matilda. Matilda's going to go out to the side where Rachel Joanne is the goal scorer, and she beats and goes on a run. Still running. Referee's allowing the advantage to play there. And she puts a ball through, but just can't get it past Ellis.
Yeah.
Good run. Good endeavour from Rachel.
There, yep. Had a couple of options, but unfortunately, just didn't fall right, and defender managed to get in.
So throw in. Michaela Ridley to Cassie McWilliam. Puts a lovely ball over the top.
Another good ball.
She's been running all day and deserves some merit and hopefully a goal for it. That's a lovely ball over to Kira Mitchell. This goes past Kira. Lara Penny needs to get back and does. Paris intercedes. Paris McCrillis. Now it's come back to Marinelle Joanne. They can build something from here. Can they do it? It goes to Ria Gray. Ria Gray turns a nice ball in calmly to to Tegan McWilliam. She goes back. And Gray to Joanne. Tegan goes back. She'll go back all the way to a keeper because of that pressure from number 10. Now Marinelle, if she can keep this in, she can start something. Now she does.
Nice
Lovely turn.
Yep.
Now she puts Lara Penny. And it's pushed out by Joanna McCrillis. So good play. This has been a nice little 5 minutes for him, hasn't it?
Really good play there. 2 lovely balls in that initial one with the left foot and then the cross in.
Yep.
Some
now
nice
there's the run. Crowd urging their team on. Coach urging their team on. Very vocal at the moment.
Yeah.
And, of course, that brings a reaction from the Hellenic bench. Come on, girls. You can hear them now talking.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. There's a chase. It's Tegan just comes out,
well
puts her body on.
Yep, well read.
Her timing is superb. Now we have an opportunity for Rhea Gray. Rhea goes across field. Can she find an opening? She got Terrell Collins on her. They come down. Now Kira Mitchell goes back. Referee's going to say that's an advantage for Hellenic. So good effort from Terrell Collins.
Yeah, that was sort of 50-50 there, both leaning on each other. But yeah, a player who's impressed tonight is Gray. Really impressed me. If I had there's been some great performances on the field, but I think she would be my play of the game if I was doing my 3-2-1 for Mindil.
Okay. Did I tell you doing that?
McWilliams have had a solid defence, but I just think she's worked really, really hard in the middle there and not a player that maybe would normally get that sort of credit.
Yeah. She certainly puts in a high octane performance. She just runs and runs and runs. And running's required now, but nothing will bring that in. Not even a bungee rope. So, comes down here. Now we'll have a throw-in for Marinelle Jawan as the 88th and a half minute passes by on the Northcrest scoreboard. 3-1 result. Sorry, advantage to Hellenic. We don't have a result yet. Sophie Matalosa goes down. A little interplay with her and Marinelle Jawan. Play you just mentioned, Alex, Rhea Gray involved there. Now it comes to Kira Mitchell. She pushes one through. Rachel Jawan will meet it. She does. She turns inside. Now she sees Lara Penny. Now they have an opportunity. Collins is there to make sure that opportunity is extinguished. Good work from the 15 for Hellenic. Subbed on tonight, didn't start as normal. So the player who would get the higher point from the Mindle side today from Alex is on the ball again. She is on by number of touches. She would have to be. Yeah,
she. I don't know if we have any stats doing
we do
at
downstairs,
home, but definitely she'd be up there with touches tonight.
Absolutely. Sophie Matalosa goes back to that player. Rhea Gray moves in, still tired as she is. Marinelle Jawan comes in. Tackle comes off her and will be a throw-in for Hellenic. Paris McCrillis will leave that. Goes back to Terrell Collins. Martin to Joanna. Great pressure from Lara Penny.
Yeah, good pressures there.
Lara's been busy on this left side. Good work from her. Holly Wilson with the ball. Goes back. Rhea Gray in there as well. Rhea now putting pressure on Joanna McCrillis. Lara Penny winning that. Maybe should have held the ball.
Yeah, it's sort of one of those things when you're coaching, you say, take a touch, take a touch.
Yeah. Nice work, Tegan. McWilliam brings it down. Goes across to Marinelle. Joanne. And Marinelle, after losing the possession, just does a reverse nutmeg of of Paris and puts it out of play. But it'll be a result for the Hellenic side. It's 1 minute of time added on. We're out of regulation time. We have a 3-1 scoreline at the moment for the Blue and Whites. They're running from left to right in the screen. There goes the whistle with real strength and echo through the venue. Yeah. Here at Larrakia Park, Darwin Football Stadium. That is the end of match 2 of round 4 of the Women's Premier League. And it has been a strong win to Hellenic 3 over Mindle Aces. But Mindle got one back in that late in that half, which was due given their hard work.
Yeah, I think it's been a good game of football from the neutral point of view, watching some nice football played by both teams. Hellenic obviously came out stronger and have probably had the majority of the better football, especially in the first half. But both teams I think can sort of hold their heads high that they've played well tonight.
Yeah, no, it's been a reduced number for Mindil, but everyone else picked up and did an extra 10%, if such a thing, to cover for the fact there wasn't a lot of players they had tonight. Yeah. So they, hold their head high, as you mentioned. Also, just a relentless machine continues on its way. And after a little hiccup last weekend and a win on Tuesday night, they've now backed it up on Saturday. I'm talking about Hellenic. 3-1 over Mindil. We'll take a short break. We'll grab one of the Hellenic players for a quick chat, and then we'll bring this women's to a close. Welcome Saturday night. We just had a close, a really entertaining game, as Alex Fulton, the expert analyst today, mentioned. It was a good one for the neutrals. It was a really entertaining game. We saw 4 goals, and Mosca Papadakis scored the first goal. We've got Mosca with us. Thank you for coming in, Mosca. Look, my quick question is, there's a lot of young girls there, a couple of senior players. You just seem to have gelled, because there's been personnel changes this year.
Yeah, we're a very close team. Every Thursday we do like bonding dinner and stuff
at
Tracy Village, so it's good. We've been doing a lot of team bonding, and it's just very positive energy in the team lately.
Yeah. And we get to see that too, Mosca. It looks really positive. Now, this will quickly take us through your goal. It was a really nice goal. You are a opportunistic goal scorer in the sense that you will take an opportunity when it comes your way. Was that one unexpected, and did you enjoy it?
I was a bit shocked, but no, I was glad that I scored. I thought it was going to go wide, but I placed it, so it was okay.
Yeah, no, you placed it really. Talking about shock, Daphne Shalakis, she was shocked when she scored. But look, Alex, do you have a question?
Yeah, you actually stole my question. I was going to ask about the goal, but that's all good. I've got a backup one. Will you be celebrating Greek Easter tomorrow?
Yeah, we'll be celebrating. Might have to go to church tonight, and then...
Might?
Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, celebrating tomorrow with my family.
And you're backing up. You're playing a game now that kicks off at 8 o'clock. Yep. So how are you going to actually sort of prepare mentally for that game?
I was supposed to be starting right now, but I just asked to go bench. But I think just see how the game goes and just prepare my body, basically. So, yeah.
Well, Mosca, we hope you have an enjoyable second game or third game, whatever you've done this week. My last question to you is, you've been in the National Training Centre. Alex is one of the coaches in that. From a young age, you've been developing your game as a footballer, but there's always been that passion and love for the game. Where's that come from?
Probably my dad, really. He's always pushed me positively to just not give up, really. Even if I don't get played or I just don't play good for myself, he always is just don't give up, you've got it. And he just is always very motivating.
Mate, he's like a seagull at the beach. They're always there.
He is. He's here for every game. Moscow Papadakis, congratulations on the goal. Congratulations on the win, and you've got another 90-plus minutes to do. Alex Fulton, always good to have you on board, even if I steal your questions. My name is Bruce Stalter. Thank you to McDonald's for bringing you the live streaming of this Women's Premier League match. And tonight we saw Hellenic 3 over Mindle. Good night.